Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to be showing you several tips, things that I wish I knew at level 1 here in Starfield. I am officially over 50 hours into this game. I was lucky enough to get a review code, about to hit level 38 on my main character. I've got a couple others as well. So, I got a lot of stuff that I've picked up along the way. I'm going to let you know now. Very first thing that a lot of people have trouble figuring out right off the rip is how do I use my jetpack? I want to be boosting around, you know, flying around the place. How do I do that? Well, it's not really very clearly communicated to you. You get a jetpack like right at the beginning of the main quest, and you're like, I can't use it. It's not very clearly communicated to you, but what you have to do is actually come over to the tech skill tree and buy this perk, rank 1, boost pack training, rank 1. That will allow you to unlock the ability to use your jetpack. So until you buy that perk with a skill point, so you have to level up obviously, but until you buy that perk you cannot use the jetpack. So that is how you do it. Second thing I wish I'd known right off the beginning, you might notice I'm running around New Atlantis here with my outfit on. I don't have my spacesuit on. It's like, how do I do that? I don't want to look ridiculous running around town in my full spacesuit. What you have to do is come into your inventory, come to your spacesuits, and you will see your equipped spacesuit. It'll say down at the bottom of the menu there will be an option, show spacesuit in settlements or hide spacesuit in settlements. I have toggled it so that it is currently hiding my spacesuit in settlements. So I'm getting the full advantages and resistances and armor resistances of my armor set, but it's just not showing it. So that is how you hide your spacesuit while you're in settlements. Now let's say you want to store items in your ship. Your inventory is almost full. You want to collect a bunch of stuff, take it back to the settlements and sell it. How do you store things in your ship? Well, if you bring up your main menu by hitting tab, with start if you're on console, but right here is the ship. See, this circle is broken down into different sections, and right here is the section called ship. You open that up, and down here you'll see cargo hold. If you open up your cargo hold, you can see everything in your ship. But then here, you can click on inventory. This is your personal inventory. Let's say I want to store some of these items in my ship. They're getting heavy. I don't want to lug them around, especially spacesuits are really heavy. This one weighs 20, in mass. Maybe I want to store that on my ship. I just select it here and it'll go straight to the cargo hold. And the great thing about this is that you can send things to your cargo hold and you can be, a mile away from your ship. You can be on a planet running around collecting resources. I don't know what the exact distance is, but you can be pretty far away from your ship and still access this inventory and send things over to it. Now another tip, let's say you have to travel somewhere for your mission. And you go here to the star map and you're like trying to find out, okay, well, where is it I gotta go? You're like backing out of all these menus, you find the system you need to go to, you click on it, you enhance it, and you're trying to find, okay, oh, I gotta zoom in really far. Don't do any of that. I mean, you can do that if you want to get your bearings, but the easiest way to do this is actually to navigate from the missions screen. So let's say here I am, my current task right now is literally a beer run. I picked up a beer for a character who's on a space station, wanted to have a taste of home. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna pull up my mission menu on PC, that's hitting the button L. Taste of home right here. This is my active mission. You'll see down in the bottom right it says set course. If I hit R to set course, it will automatically pull up my destination that I need to head to, and I simply hold X to travel. And that's that. Easy peasy. Now it's going to take me directly to this little station where I need to go. Now, another tip. Let's say I'm in my cockpit, and I don't know if this is a friendly location or not. And I want to get up, maybe save, maybe my health is low so I want to sleep. How do I just stand up? Well, you're going to hold your interact button. Embarrassingly, it took me a little while to figure this out, but from any time that I'm flying around in my ship, if I want to stand up from my cockpit, I just hold E, or whatever your interact button may be if you're on a controller. And then you will stand up and walk away from the cockpit, and you're free to move about the cabin. Now, I mentioned sleeping. Sleeping is a great way to go ahead and heal up any damage you have to your health. You see how my health bar is not full. You can come up to a bed, which is a little crowded right now with my crewmates, and you can sleep in your bed, and that will not only heal you, but it will also give you a well-rested bonus. If you're in an active relationship with somebody, It will even give you another bonus as well on top of that. You awaken filled with a newfound sense of emotional security. How about that? Now let's say I want to explore a planet, or I want to go to a new system and see what secrets might be out there for me to find. Here on the star map, you can see the different star systems that you're going to head to, but one thing to keep in mind is that each star system has a base level. This will let you know about what difficulty of enemies you can expect to encounter when you go there. So this one, for example, is level 10. I'm currently almost level 38, so I'm fine. But the further to the right you go, the more dangerous these places are going to get. This one's level 35. I've been all the way out here into some 40, 45, 55 systems that get much more dangerous. And these systems that are higher level than you, they may be more dangerous, but they're also going to give you gear that is going to help upgrade you faster. So it's going to be a better place to find gear that's more powerful than what you currently have equipped. So it may be more dangerous, but the payout is going to be much higher. Now, another thing that isn't very explicitly communicated to you is that ship targeting is how you interact with other things out there in space. So let's say I want to dock with this the star yard here, the Deimos star yard. Well, in order to do that, I need to get within 500 meters of the star yard or the ship that I'm interacting with if I want to dock with it. So once I get within 500 meters, you'll see that number slowly going down on the right. Once I get within 500 meters, boom, the docking option pops up. And this also applies to ships that I may have shot down and destroyed, and their cargo is out there floating around. I have to hit my targeting button, which is, for me, it's E on PC. That's going to highlight the cargo. I need to get within 500 meters, and then I can loot it. And if I want to target specific systems on a ship that I want to shoot down, say there's an enemy ship nearby, and I want to target specific systems, what I need to do is get close enough to get a lock on the ship. And then from there, I can go into targeting mode by pressing R. And that will help me to target specific subsystems on this ship, like if I want to take out the engines to board it. But in order to do that, I have to have the right perk. So you have to purchase the ability to do so. Here, targeting control systems. The base level is on the top of the tree, so you can buy this at any point with one skill point, and now you can specifically target different subsystems on other ships. But you can't do it until you buy the perk. Now, the next thing you may be confused about is that you might have status effects that are active at any given time. In the bottom right corner of your main menu, when you open up tab, you can see what status effects you may have active right now. Let's say you have contusions, or maybe you have a really bad cough, an infection of some kind. All of them will be marked by a certain symbol, and you'll see them right here under status effects. That symbol correlates, if you go in your inventory, to aid. It will correlate to different treatments. So, for example, this aid item, the bandages, you'll see treatment on the right side of the screen, and it will have symbols. You'll see like this pill symbol, a band-aid symbol for maybe bleeding. You'll have these 3 drops of water of some kind. Those are symbols for status effects you might have. So if you have the purple triangle status effect with that little pill, then this is a treatment that will cure whatever ailment that is. Some aid items will treat multiple things, which is great. Those things tend to be more valuable and worth hanging on to. Others will simply treat one specific thing, one specific status effect. These bandages treat burns, contusions, frostbite, lacerations, and puncture wounds. So scan through your aid to see if you have what you're looking for. Then there's these items called Panacea. These are fantastic because they will treat everything. A complete system purge, removing diseases and poisons and treating injuries of any sort. So that's how treatments work. Now let's say you want to purchase some ammo for your firearms. And so you have to go, there's tons of different ammo types in this game, lots of them. So let's say you're like, oh, you come into your inventory, you're looking at the gun, you're like, okay, well I need ammo, 15 by 25 cell shell for this one. For this one I need 50 caliber. Don't do any of that. Don't do any of that. Here's what you're gonna do. Favorite the guns that you use, okay? So you'll see in the bottom right, if I hit B, I can favorite an item and select a slot for it, you know, in your favorite wheel. And then here, when I come up to the store to buy ammo, all I'm going to do is I'm going to hit, for me it's Q, I don't know what it is on a controller, to pull up your favorites wheel. And then all I'm going to do is just hover over the gun I'm interested in buying ammo for. So let's say, for example, I want to get more ammo for this shotgun that I love. All I'm going to do is hit Q, hover over the shotgun, 15 by 25 CLL shells. Perfect. There. Now I know exactly what I need to buy without loading up my inventory, scrolling to the gun that I want, checking the ammo type. It'll show it for me right there, and then boom, I just come in here and I buy exactly what I need. And while you're here at the vendor, maybe you think to yourself, dang, I left a bunch of stuff on my ship that I want to sell to this lady. Don't go back. Cycle through, and here you'll see an option, sell from ship inventory. Boom. Now I'm in my ship inventory and I can sell specifically from my ship any items I want to sell. At least the kind that she might buy. Now let's say you need to repair your ship. Well, if you're not actively in a battle, what you're going to want to do is come to the spaceports on any city, speak to the ship services technician. You can pay 1,000 credits to repair your ship right there from him. But let's say maybe you are in a settlement where you have access to that in real time and you need to repair your hull in the lower right is banged up bad. All you have to do is hit the O button, at least on PC it is O, and that will repair your hull. If it is damaged, you will see a prompt on screen which will tell you exactly what button you need to push to repair your hull. But you can't just do that for free. It actually costs ship parts. These will be under the aid section of your cargo hull. Ship parts can be consumed to repair your ship mid-combat. Always good to have plenty of them on hand, and in order to acquire them, you need to collect them from other ships out there. So if you ever shoot down a ship, once the battle is over, make sure you fly around the battlefield and search through the cargo hold of all the ships that you have successfully shot down. Otherwise, sometimes you're going to be out and about and you will run into other ships that are parked in places. You can board those ships and then check their inventory from the cockpit. There will be a console that will show the cargo hull, and then you can look in there and see if there are any ship parts for you to take with you. And the last thing that I want to cover is planetary exploration. It can be a little daunting. You land, there's things out there running around, you don't know where to go, where you should focus your efforts, what places of interest you should be finding. And when you pull up your map, it's a little confusing. A couple of things. You have the option to look at the surface map here, and from here you can fast travel to any location you have already discovered. And you might get a little bit of a better layout of the land, but the important thing to do actually is just to hit F, or pull up your scanner. And from here, you can see on the horizon how far away. Look, unknown structure over here, 958 meters. Over here, there's the Wildlife Research Post, 360 meters away. And from here I can get a lay of the land to see everywhere I need to go. So I just keep my scanner up. It'll also tell me what my progress looks like for completing my survey of this particular planet. So I just pull this up. Everything highlighted in blue means I have not scanned enough of them yet to add them to my survey. If they're green, I'm set. So green is good, blue is bad. And many planets have different biomes as well that you can land at. So let's say, for example, I'm doing a survey and it says on the left side of the screen, it says biome complete. That will let me know that I may be, 5 out of 10 on the animals scanned, but it will say biome complete. That'll let me know none of the ones that I need to find are in this biome. So I'm done here. So I need to travel to a different biome to scan the ones that remain. So there you have it. Those are a bunch of things that I wish I knew at level 1. It would have saved me a lot of time and hassle to try and figure those things out on my own over time. I wish someone had told me. Hopefully that was helpful for you. If it was, leave a like on the video and recommend it to somebody else. Hey, good luck out there. Be warm and well fed, and I hope to catch you among the stars. Bye-bye.